We should get into run and bun here soon. Chat, a lot of people are asking, what am I hoping for my encounter? We're not hoping, all right? We don't do hope anymore. We calculate everything out and we make it happen, which is what we've done for this encounter. And I will show you why. Okay, so chat, we wanted a pre-marina, and there is a pre-marina in this area here, chat. And the thing is, I mean, if you look at it, along the way, we tried to get a pre-marina, right? We've tried to get a pre-marina for a very long time. In fact, we delayed our Petalburg City encounter at the start of the game, which people said was a big risk because the Petalburg City encounters can be pretty good, to wait until we got Surf to go for the 60% or to go for the 50% chance of a Poplio. The thing is, we got a Froakie. We did not get the Poplio, so no pre-marina was had. But I did not get Poplio here when I wanted it. Now, there was another encounter that I could have gotten a Poplio or the evolution line. Later on, we tried to get a pre-marina in Seafloor Cavern. So we got to Seafloor Cavern, and we saw that we can get a pre-marina 25% of the time. Because if we just surf, we already have a muck and we already have an overquill. So we tried to surf for a pre-marina, but we got a Samurott instead. Which was rather unfortunate. Because we've been wanting a pre-marina. And there are two other chances for a pre-marina in the entire game. You can see in Route 123, we can get a pre-marina. And the thing is, it's level 90, so you have to wait until the very end of the game. You have to have Waterfall to get the Route 123 pre-marina. So we sat on that for a very long time. But if you look at the end here, you can see that now we're up to a point where 0% chance for Greninja along the way, 0% chance for Samurott H, 50% chance for Starmie, and a 50% chance for pre-marina. A coin flip. If only we could get a Starmie. So we looked at it. We said, is there a way we could guarantee a Starmie? And we looked at all of the routes, and we saw that there potentially was a way. In this route here, in 129, we could get a Starmie. And let me show you how we thought we could get it. In Route 108 earlier on, we had tried to get a Baskia Legion, but we got a Delmise. Because we already had the Aracuda, and we had a Barraskewda. So we had a very high chance of getting the Baskia Legion. We didn't get it, we got a Delmise. It was our only ghost type. For basically our only usable ghost type the entire playthrough. But also, we got a Gyarados in Meteor Falls, if you remember. And we also got a Barraskewda along the way in Route, was it 134-ish? It's right after Slateport, basically. Yeah, we got a Barraskewda in Slateport surfing. A pretty good one. Pretty good Barraskewda. And if we look here, this leaves only Stunfisk and Starmie. And there's an 80% chance to get Stunfisk, 20% chance to get Starmie. So we tried to get the Starmie to guarantee a pre-marina. And we got the Stunfisk. So we kept looking. I can't remember where we got a Slowbro, but we got a Slowbro somewhere. Yeah, it was right outside of Fortree. We got a Slowbro in Route 120. In an effort to get a good Pokemon from Shoal Cave, because there's a lot of really good Pokemon in Shoal Cave, if we want to look here. Shoal Cave encounter in the Ice Room, I believe. In Shoal Cave, we wanted to get a Sneasler, or a Sliggoo, or a Goodra, or an Impidimp, or a Morgrem, or a Grimmsnarl. Now, the only encounters that were really possible here that weren't that was Avalugg, Duraludon, and Sandslash-A in Audino. And one of them, there's a 20% chance of Avalugg. So if we can somehow get an Avalugg, we could potentially get rid of that encounter and almost guarantee ourselves a good one. So we looked, and right before Shoal Cave, there is a very high chance of getting an Avalugg. And so we pulled it, and that's what we got, which was fantastic. As long as, you know, our basically 90% chance of getting a good Pokemon paid out. It didn't. We got Duraludon. So we didn't get the Pokemon we wanted yet again. And now both of these encounters were basically wasted. Along the way, we did get a Choodle, which is relevant. But if we're looking through all these routes here, we can see now something is starting to form. So we need a Starmie to guarantee a pre-marina. If we can just get a Starmie, we can guarantee a pre-marina. How do we do that? Let's look at all the routes with Starmie that are left. Right here, Starmie and Sharpedo. If I can get a Sharpedo, I can actually guarantee I get a Starmie. Is there any way I can guarantee a Sharpedo, perhaps? Let's see. There's a Starmie here, but I don't have a Golduck or a Walrein, so that's not really realistic, right? Let's look. Ah, right here. Right here. We noticed on 127 right here that if we just happen to have a Ludicolo and a Milotic, it would actually guarantee a Sharpedo, because that's the only Pokemon left. Which means if we had a Sharpedo, we could catch a Starmie, and if we had to catch a Starmie, we get a Primarina. But we'd need both a Ludicolo and a Milotic. The thing is, one of the routes actually guaranteed us a Milotic, which means here, right here. You can see here, we have a guaranteed chance of Milotic because we already had a Gyarados, we already had a Greninja, and a Slowbro and a Slowking are the same line. So we actually have a guaranteed Milotic here. If we give up one of these incredible encounters, one of which, the one we probably want is Primarina, if we give it up, all we need is a Ludicolo, right? And so we looked at it, and we saw right here, 75% chance for Ludicolo, 25% chance for a Seismitoad. What we figured out is that if we happen to get a Ludicolo, here was the chain of events that could occur. If we get a Ludicolo on Evergrande City, boom. Then we are guaranteed a Sharpedo because we can go and catch the Milotic by fishing in this route here. And then with that Milotic caught and the Ludicolo caught, there is only one encounter left right in this route for Sharpedo. Then we're guaranteed to get a Starmie, and with that guaranteed Starmie, we are now having one Pokemon left in Victory Road we're able to catch, and that is Primarina right here. And that's exactly what we did. Over the course of the game, you know, we ended up sacrificing a lot of routes for a lot of crappy Pokemon to get our final encounter, and that encounter will be Primarina because we want it. That is the only Pokemon left. The only thing we're gambling on is the Primarina's stats. We would like, I think someone said it is the most brought Pokemon to the Elite Four. It is apparently just the best Elite Four Pokemon. Today, we have one battle, and then we will be getting Primarina. It's quite simple. All right, this is Cool Trainer Felix. Let's fight him. Cool Trainer Felix is a little tricky. This one took a little longer than the other Victory Road trainers so far. That is because of the Rillaboom. Rillaboom, it sets up grassy terrain, and it makes the HP values a little bit more work to figure out what every Pokemon is going to be at. Not only that, there's also a Tyranitar that can set up sand, which, you know, damages you. So that is a little bit tricky. This Rillaboom also, of course, because it has grassy terrain, it has its classic Grassy Glide priority move with absurd damage. Here's the thing. This has a Focus Sash. So it's guaranteed to survive any one of my hits. Because I'm not Mega Evolved yet, it sees that it does the most damage with Knockoff. So this first turn, it's going to Knock Off. Fortunately, Knockoff does not knock off your Mega Stone. So we are gonna take the reduced damage from Knockoff, and we're going to hit this Rillaboom. The thing is, we are not going to Mega Evolve, and that's very important. We are simply, on this first turn, going to Leech Life without Mega Evolving, and I'll tell you why on the next turn. But you'll see this play out as a Knockoff and a Leech Life. You can see here, Rillaboom moves first. It hits me with a Knockoff, and I hit him with a Leech Life. Now, Rillaboom hangs on with its Focus Sash. We're back to full HP. Now the Rillaboom, it sees that I am still slower, and it is just going to use Knockoff again. If we did not get that crit, and if they got a crit on me, I could have been on really low HP, where Grassy Glide could have killed me. Potentially. Or that was literally a max roll crit as well, yes. My damage there. So, basically, we needed Rillaboom to not use Grassy Glide on this turn. And it won't right now because it'll only use Grassy Glide if it thinks that I outspeed and kill it first. But I'm slower. There's no way that I could somehow outspeed the Rillaboom, so instead it's going to go for its highest damaging move, Knockoff, because it sees that I am slower than it. The thing is, I am not slower than it, because I am now going to U-turn, and I will kill it before it can do anything at all. So we will simply use U-turn here. To outspeed. And kill. So, if I had Mega Evolved first turn, the Rillaboom would be like, oh my god, that Beedrill outspeeds me. I need to use Grassy Glide. And Nectarine would have taken extra damage, which we did not want. We did not want any extra damage on Nectarine, but now Kabab is going to come in. And at 197 HP, Clefable sees a kill against Kabab. But we do not want Clefable to come in. So why are we sending Kabab in? You'll see in a second. Kabab comes in. It then gets healed by the grassy terrain, bringing it out of range of Clefable, forcing instead Inteleon. Now, this Inteleon is incredibly fast. There are only 2 Pokemon on my entire boxes that kill or that outspeed this Inteleon. Those 2 Pokemon, Kabab and Electrode. So this Inteleon sees that I outspeed and 2-shot it, so it cannot use its workup. It has Snipe Shot Acrobatics with a Flying Gem, but it sees that it kills me with Hidden Power Grass because of the boosted terrain. So it's going to be using HP Grass, Hidden Power Grass, but it won't be hitting Kabab because Kabab is going to flip turn. There it is. And we get hurt by the Life Orb, which is important. But anyways, that was 3 crits in a row. That's why, yep. That's why you plan for both the worst and best odds, chat. We're going to switch in Radish, who is going to take the Hidden Power Grass. Bang. And now, again, as Radish is the only other Pokemon that outspeeds this Inteleon, with a Choice Specs, we just barely kill this Inteleon with Volt Switch. Kind of. And so we will be killing it with Volt Switch here. Bang. And now that Barraskewda has taken the Life Orb damage, bringing it back below a certain value, we switch Kabab back in. And we want to be, the only way that Clefable comes in is if we're at 202 HP or less. And we calculated it out where after 2 Grassy Terrain and 1 Life Orb, we go to exactly 202, bringing Clefable in. Clefable's defense goes up thanks to its Grassy Seed, making it quite the monster. But it will now be going for Moonblast or Calm Mind, I believe. I think. It could go for Calm Mind. Doesn't really matter. It's going to be going for Moonblast, probably. So we flip turn to deal a little bit of chip damage. Okay, that was a lot of chip. Was that a crit? Why did that do so much? And we now go to Nectarine to take the Clefable Moonblast. I think there's a chance it could Calm Mind, but that wasn't, we didn't really consider it as a problem. Yeah. Alright, so now here comes the Moonblast. We take it quite nicely. And obviously, we're a Beedrill. We kill this Clefable in 1 hit with Poison Jab. 93% of the time, unless it's damaged. If it's damaged even a little bit, then we kill 100% of the time. So, we will simply use Poison Jab to end this Clefable. And now, they have a Tyranitar in the back that kills Nectarine. But because Nectarine has Leech Life and that's super effective, it sees that it dies to that. So it won't be sending in Tyranitar. It's going to send in the first Pokemon that can kill me that isn't Tyranitar, which is Arcanine. Now, Arcanine, it sees that it can kill me with Head Smash. It sees that it can kill me with Flare Blitz. So it will be using Head Smash or Flare Blitz, one of those 2 moves. So we just need to switch in a Pokemon that can take that. And the Pokemon that's going to take that is my Meatloaf, baby. Bang. And there's a Head Smash. All right. So, now, a burned Meatloaf does not kill Arcanine. It doesn't do it. This Arcanine can outspeed and kill me with its Flare Blitz. In fact, it's guaranteed to use Flare Blitz this turn. So, anticipating that Flare Blitz, we will be switching into P, who's been pre-damaged to always exit out after taking the Flare Blitz. And there we go, under half. This citrus berry was not necessary, but we're at the point of the game where we have so many citrus berries we literally can't run out anymore. So we exit now to the Pokemon that will be killing Arcanine. And would you look at that, it's Kebab again. Rare case of Golisopod being useful? What are you talking about? Golisopod is one of the best Pokemon in my box. Rare use? It's like the best or second best Pokemon. Rare case of Golisopod. No, it's the one of the most useful ability. It's the most useful ability in all of Run-and-Bun. It's crazy. It's just tempo. Anyways, Kebab kills Arcanine with Flip Turn, and so we will be doing that. As it goes for its extreme speed, we survive that, guaranteed. No problem. Even if it crit. Alright. Hurt by the Life Orb. It was A-okay no matter what. And now we will flip turn to Acai. Now, we've consulted the docs in the deep storage for information. And we actually don't know if Tyranitar knows about its Sandstream ability, Special Defense Boost. So, if Tyranitar comes in first, then it does see its Sandstream Special Defense Boost before it switches in. If it's Ampharos, then the AI does not see the Sandstream Special Defense Boost on its own Pokemon. So this is just a little bit of science here that we get to find out. Like, it shouldn't... In theory, we think it shouldn't know about the Special Defense Boost, but if it does, it will come out here first. If that happens, that's okay. But we think it doesn't know about its own Special Defense Boost from the ability it has, Sandstream. I don't think it sees it. But if it does see that Sandstream boosts its Special Defense, it should come out now. All right, and there's our answer. So, it does not see that, because we can't kill Tyranitar if it sees its Special Defense Sand boost, but it thinks we can kill it. So, it didn't send it in. So, Ampharos is out, and this is a Mega Ampharos, which, with a Dragon Fang, which we are holding, we are able to kill. So, the Mega Evolution will happen. Ampharos will get slower, and then we will kill it with the Draco Meteor. Pretty straightforward here. So it's going to Mega Evolve, it gets the Dragon type, and then Draco Meteor is super effective against it, so it dies. Alright, now there's only one Pokemon left. That Pokemon is Tyranitar. And Tyranitar, we cannot kill in one hit, unfortunately. With the Sandstream up because of our special defense drop, our special attack drop because of Draco Meteor. So we have to U-turn, which is super effective. It'll deal a good amount of damage here. Yeah, we can't even kill it in 4 hits, I guess. So we'll simply U-turn to get out, as this is guaranteed to use Stone Edge. Or it could Stealth Rock, actually. Potentially. Doesn't matter. We just need to deal a little bit of damage. Just a little baby amount of damage, as this Tyranitar uses Stealth Rocks. Those Stealth Rocks won't be affecting anybody, because Mach Punch will be killing this Tyranitar right now. And there we go. Another battle down. And the last encounter is upon us. The last Pokemon we will ever get in Run-and-Bun is right in that water. Let's go get a team to catch it. This is it. This is the final encounter. All right, so we are looking for a Primarina here. Interesting. Whoever did this, they did the layering wrong. Our final encounter. Repellent is deactivated. What is it going to be? I wonder. Our final encounter is... Greninja. We already have that. We already have one of those. And Primarina! We got it! Oh my god! This means literally all of that routing to get a Starmie was a waste. But it was worth it. I think it was worth it. Chat, again, we can't rely on luck. Quick ball, send it. Okay, well, that didn't work. Now we just start whipping net balls until the timer balls outpace the net balls. There we go. All right, one more net ball, and then I think timer balls are better. Oh? Oh. We're now below 231, so if it happens to use Moonblast and crits, Nori dies. I don't want that happening. So I'm going to send in Fettuccine now, and honestly, I think we could Hypnosis it, just for fun. We hope for a flip turn now, I think. 21%? Alright. It can deal up to 50% with a crit. Superpower timer ball. Bang. 1, 2, 3. It's fast asleep. 1, 2, 3. And we caught it. The final encounter pre-Marina is here. The final food. Soloist Pokemon. It controls its water balloons with song. The melody is learned from others of its kind and is passed down from one generation to the next. What do you think we should call this as our final Pokemon? What is a fitting name? Blueberry, please. I'm not naming it Blueberry. We already have a Pokemon named Blueberry. You forget about Masquerain? All right, I got Pad Thai. I mean, considering how much Pad Thai I've eaten during Run and Bun, it's only fitting, right? It might not be fitting for Primarina, but Pad Thai, it's been like a staple literally every one of these streams. Obviously, this Pokemon is, you know, Parfait might be good, but I think we need to, we've earned this, chat. We're naming it Pad Thai, and it was transferred to box 2. Let's go look at our final encounter in Pokemon Run and Bun. We want Timid or Modest, probably. I think Timid is best. Calm? You don't, okay. Okay! Holy crap! Those are some pretty good IVs. Yeah. That's good. That's above average for sure. Yeah, that's not half bad. Well, that's all she wrote. That's every Pokemon. Fun fact, chat. There was only a single route in the entire game that we never got the encounter, and that was because it was a Cresselia that ran. That's it.